Hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Everything good with you? Okay. Ye- Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Yeah, everything's going well. Work's going good. Um, yeah, everything. I can't complain. Mentally everything's fine. Physically, not so much. I've got this cast that I've had on. So yeah, it should come off in 1 week's time, and then hopefully it won't get. I won't have to have another one put on. The doctors are going to have to check my wrist and see how'd I do it. On skates, inline skates. Yeah, rollerblades. Yeah. So I started going to the skate park once a week after work to try and get back into it again because the weather was starting to pick up as well, and I just kind of got fed up of going to work and coming home and just playing video games as well all the time. So I wanted to get back out and do something that I liked that was more physical. And I've never really stopped, but I was taking really long breaks, and I wanted it to be more regular. So I've been doing that for a couple of weeks, and I went after work one weekend. I had a really good session. Everything was fine, and then at the end, I was actually going to take my skates off and leave, but a couple of the guys were messing around on one of the ramps, just doing 180 jumps in the bowl, and I thought I'd join them because I haven't done just airs in a ramp for ages. So we started messing around doing those, and I started trying to do them in my switch direction because my natural direction weren't feeling very fluid. So I did a couple of them in my switch direction fine. And then the last one, the fateful one, ill-fated one, I landed in the ramp but was leaning back kind of too much. So as I was rolling down the ramp, I was falling backwards and kind of falling onto my butt. Pretty normal fall, falling down on your butt. So I kind of put my hands down by my sides to catch myself, and it just, I won't be too graphic, but yeah. And then it got broken, so I had to kind of quickly try and skate out of the ramp because it was a bowl, so the only way to get out was to skate out. So I had to kind of skate out with a broken wrist and get my skates off and stuff while the adrenaline was pumping and it wasn't hurting too much. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, everything's good. The weather's been amazing here. I don't know what it's like where you are. Yeah, it's been really good here. We've had the bank holiday weekend. I kind of went out a couple of times. I've got some new stuff actually. I'll show you now. Let me move these. I'll show you all these things, but I'll start here. So I don't know if you remember. I've been using the Canon 550D for ages now. Yeah. So I've had that for quite a long time, and the sensor seems to have gone kind of murky, and it's getting a little bit buggy, like it automatically stops recording all the time and I have to start again. And I just fancied like an upgrade, something that had like better video functions, capabilities. And a friend of mine who works as a freelance videographer and editor and photographer, he's pretty successful, and I know that he likes the Panasonics. So I asked him about the Panasonics and which one I should get, and he said if he has the choice when he's on a set or he's on location, he'll always use his GX80. So I took a look at it, did some comparisons with the GX8 and the GX9 and the GH series, and the GH series are really expensive, and this is actually really cheap compared to the other models, but has all the functionality of the models in its class range. So yeah, I went for this one. He was right. I've actually used it already. I used it today. I went to what's it called? I went to Golders Green Hill. Have you been there? Yeah, I've never been there before. So I went today. I took a bus down to Golders Green Hill. Went to Brent Cross shopping centre, and then a bus to Golders Green Hill from there. And then, oh my God, it's astonishing. I'll show you some of the footage that I got later. I wanted to try out the 4K video mode, so I was shooting 4K at 30 frames per second. And I've got to say, well, hang on, let me show you the camera quick. Like, I put it back in the box, but I have had it out already. Yeah, now works fine. Everything there's fine. Money's okay. Yeah, so you get like a strap. I had this on earlier, but I took it off again, and it has these little kind of, they're here. I don't know if you can see them. These little mounts that go on the side of the camera, almost like keychains, but they rattle around a lot. So I'm planning to use this camera for ASMR, so I don't want them to accidentally rattle around or anything. So I actually took them off when I took the strap off earlier. So you get like, you don't get like a chart, like with other cameras, you get like a little pack and you put the battery into it and plug it into the mains, and then you can charge the battery away from the camera. You can buy those, but it doesn't come with those. You just get like a little plug and then a regular USB, and that can plug into the camera and charge the battery through the camera. It's so small. Yeah, compared to the Canon, because you've seen my Canon. It's like the 550, so it's not one of the bigger pro level cameras. But I had that. I had the battery grip on the bottom, and I've got that like wide-angle Samyang lens. So the thing is like enormous. It's like 4 times bigger than that camera. I think the lens is probably almost the same size as that whole thing. So I'll just move this. There's just a strap in there now, and like instructions and stuff. So yeah, I got this. I took it out today for the first time. It's really good. Yeah, these are like the little bracket mounts that had the like keychain bits, and they kind of rattle around in here. It's a really nice build, but they do rattle around, which obviously I don't want. So yeah, it's got this teeny weeny little lens. This has got the micro four thirds sensor, and the Canon's got the APS-C sensor. So the Canon's got a larger sensor, but from what I've seen so far, the image quality is better on this one with the smaller micro four thirds sensor. So I guess it doesn't necessarily translate real world. Yeah, tiny it's light as well. It's not actually as light as it looks. It's heavier, so it's got a nice solid feel, but definitely lighter than the Canon. And then this bit here is where you put the USB in to charge the battery. It's also got the HDMI there, which I haven't tried that yet. I don't know if you can like live feed out to a monitor or a TV screen. And then the flap there with the battery and the memory card. The memory card I removed it. It's I took some videos and put them onto my computer earlier. That's a shame. I could have shown you them now. I could have put it on quickly. Yeah, awesome. It's got really nice photos. It does like this 4K photo mode where you hold down the button and it'll do like 30 frames or like 1 second of video, and then you can go through the frames, or you can swipe through. It's got a touchscreen. You can swipe through the frames and select the one you like the most. And it does seem to be like, I'm not 100% sure, I need to check more, but between the standard photo mode and the 4K photo mode, there does seem to be a little bit more dynamic range in the blacks in the 4K mode compared to the standard photo mode. It's got this flips out as well, so this will be really fun for low angle video, because you can like hold it down by your waist and still see how you're framing the shot. The only complaint that I have about this screen is that it doesn't flip to do like selfie videos, so I can't like check how the video's going when I'm recording stuff from like a face-on angle. It'd be nice if the screen flipped around so I could film myself, but it's fine. Have I got any? What else can I say about this camera? I really like it. I look forward to using it more and using it for some ASMR videos. I don't think I'll do 4K videos because I don't know, I could do, but then like the upload time is going to be really long, and do people really need to watch ASMR videos in 4K? I don't know, because you know what I do is when I watch them, I watch them on my phone because I don't have a laptop anymore, so I play them on my phone when I'm in bed, and the Wi-Fi signal is not so strong in the bedroom, so what I tend to do is set the videos to like 144p on my phone. Because I play playlists, so I'll have it playing like all night long, even while I'm sleeping. There's this little like cover for the hot shoe, and it does have a regular viewfinder. I've noticed the picture's not very good in the viewfinder. It's fine, it does its job, but it doesn't, because it's a like electronic viewfinder, because this is a mirrorless camera, so I'm not actually seeing, this isn't like placed in front of a pentaprism, and it's not reflecting just like a live image from the lens into the viewfinder. So that was a bit of a change, because obviously with the Canon it's got a pentaprism on the top, and it's a mirror camera, so you get a live view, and so it looks as life looks. But with this one, it's obviously like a digital image that's been processed and generated through sensors, because the colors aren't like they would be, and the motion isn't fluid. But it's fine. I've only been using this because it's got like a touch focus as well, so that's been really good for like focus shifting from foreground to background, like a pull focus, but more instant. So I can just like tap, now focus this area, tap, and this autofocus it's completely silent. It makes absolutely no sound whatsoever. So I really like it. Some negatives, I guess, was the viewfinder, the flip screen not flipping out to the side and 180. Also, it has no, and this was, I thought was crazy, because it has Wi-Fi, so you can like upload stuff or send it through a Wi-Fi connection to people or whatever, but it doesn't have an audio input or output, so I can't plug headphones into it, and I can't plug a microphone into it, which obviously is a pretty big deal for trying to record ASMR. And the built-in microphone it's atrocious. It's absolutely terrible. I wouldn't use it for skating edits. It sounds, GoPro audio, you know how it sounds like it's an echo inside a bean can. It's kind of that kind of audio. But I have ordered a Tascam. It's like what's it called? It's like the Zoom H1, but functionally I prefer it to the Zoom H1. I don't know if it's better than the Zoom H1. I think it's probably equal to the Zoom H1. I thought about getting one of the better models that has XLR inputs, but I don't think I'm ever going to get a microphone that runs off XLR cables, so it didn't seem worth the extra money. So I went for the cheaper one that has a 3.5mm jack that I can connect my Rode microphone. You know the Rode one I've got? The stereo one. No, the direct one wasn't mine. The Rode Direct mic was like a co-worker's, and I borrowed it for like a year. Yeah, that one wasn't mine. After I gave it back, I bought a Rode stereo mic because I thought I might be able to get the binaural kind of left to right effect with it, but it's not that direct. The left and right channels are not that separated. I think it's like, what do they call it? I think they call it like an XY configuration, and the ones that are binaural are like something else. So an XY is like true stereo, but not isolated left and right channels, so it's good for like recording music and stuff like that, or like live music. But the DH05 has built-in microphones that will have that binaural effect. They're very isolated from one another with the built-in microphones, so I can try those out. But it also has the 3.5mm jack, so I can attach my my Rode stereo mic to it. It also has a tripod mount on the back of it, and I've ordered like some tripod mounting gear, so I'm gonna screw in the tripod mount bracket to the bottom of the audio recorder, and if I'm doing action, I'll screw it into the bottom of here. I've got a grip, a hot shoe grip, that will hook into here with a handle with another hot shoe that the microphone can go into and connect by cable to the audio recorder. I've also got the 3.5mm cable extender, so if I didn't want to do that, I could just put the audio recorder in my pocket or something and just have the microphone attached on top here. Yeah, I thought that too. At first I thought that's a lot of kind of effort to go to in order to just record a video with audio, but when you think about it, any like serious filmmakers or even like any serious ASMR people, they tend to have separate audio recording devices. They don't just use whatever's on their camera, they always have a separate one, and there's a good reason for that. You get more options, and the kind of preamplifier between the microphone and the recording part of the device is a lot better than a built-in preamplifier and recorder in a camera. So even if I attached a nice microphone via 3.5 or XLR directly into a camera, that camera's probably not going to have as good of a audio recording system as a dedicated audio recorder. So hopefully the sound and quality will improve. Sorry, I'm talking so much. My voice is going a little bit hoarse. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it down because my girlfriend's next door and she's trying to do work, so I don't want to kind of annoy her. She's quite focused at the moment. Yeah, let me show you this as well. What do you think of the camera, by the way? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because it doesn't look because it's got like this classic simple design. It just looks like kind of nothing, or like a nothingy camera. Like it's just a really casual camera, and in a way it is because of the way it's like quite simple in its functions, but the performance that it delivers is really high quality. I suppose I got the Canon in like 2010, and this is a 2016 model or something like that. So in 6 years digital cameras have come a long way. This thing I also got because you know how expensive lenses are, right? Yeah, and it's a different, like I said, it's the Micro Four Thirds fit, and the Canon was the APS-C, or EF they call it, is the EF mount. So I already invested some money in lenses for the Canon, and I thought if there was a way that I could adapt, and there is. So this is, I got this. This is like the Speed Booster. I can't remember the company that makes the Speed Booster, you know. Yeah, that's the one. It's like $600, which is no way I'm paying $600 for a lens adapter. I don't care how good it is. That's not kind of like where I am in life. So I got this Viltrox one. Apparently people said it's like basically as good. For the difference in price, it's like a no-brainer. So it comes in nice packaging. When did I get this? I got this almost the same time as the camera. I had like whole drama trying to get it. Like Amazon said they tried to deliver it when they didn't, and then I called them up and they said they'd try and re-deliver it that day, and they didn't, and then they offered to deliver it the next day, and I said I'd be out, so I couldn't until the evening. So they said, okay, we'll make sure it comes in the evening. And then while I was out, I got a message saying they tried to deliver it, but it wasn't in. And then they delivered it to a neighbour, and the neighbour wasn't in when I got back, so I had to wait for them to get this. It wasn't like, you know, I got the lens adapter pretty soon, but they were just like a sequence of events where it was getting a little bit stressy. So it comes in this case, this like hard case that I suppose is supposed to keep it safe. It's got like a foam padding at the top and underneath, which should help with shock. And I will get out one of my lenses one of my Canon lenses. So I'm probably gonna sell the Canon. Don't know if you're interested. No. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, it's a good camera, but it's kind of old now. And you've seen my channel, I've used it a lot. Yeah, I've got there's over 100 videos, but a lot of those are like video game ones, so the camera wasn't used then, but yeah, I've used it a lot. So, yeah, you can see the difference, right? Not really looking like it's gonna happen. But that's what this is about. So let me just close that. It's got like some little tools and stuff, so you can adjust this. I think you could remove this if you wanted to, but I'm definitely going to keep this on. I'll explain in a second why. And it has here, it has a USB port, because they release firmware for this, updated firmware to make it like auto-focusing functionality more effective and things like that. So how shall I start this? Oh, I read the instructions. You've got to attach this to the lens first. So this is the big side, the small side. So this is the side I want for the lens. So let's loosen that. Loosen this. So you can see it's got electronic contacts that match up with the Canon, the EF lenses. So that is attached. Next we'll remove this one. Bit tricky with a broken wrist. Okay, and then we'll loosen this. I don't like to keep the lens surfaces exposed for too long. You know, I don't want dust and stuff getting in there. And then the whole thing, if I can line it up properly, attaches like so. So put these to the side. And it's funny because then you look at the Panasonic lens when it's removed from the camera, and it just seems so dinky. It's funny, so tiny, chisai. Yeah, so now I can use my Canon lenses. Well, I've got this 50mm lens, which is so nice. The picture quality on this lens is so good. And I've got the 18 to, what is that one? 18 to 55, which if I'm going to sell the Canon, I'll sell it with the kit lens. So, you know, as I bought it, basically, it'll be the same way that I bought it, with some extras, but not the lenses. So I'll use the 50mm. And then the funny thing is, the Samyang, you know the Samyang, it's like that, and it's so heavy compared to the camera, so it's really like a weird weight. And that brings me to why I'm going to keep this tripod metal bracket here, because the weight with the Samyang is so much on the front. I wouldn't want to mount it here because I feel like there would be a little bit of strain added to the mount here. I'm sure, I'm quietly confident, like 75% sure of myself that it would be okay. I just think with the pressure point here, it's far more center balanced for the weight, and it'll be a lot easier on the camera because this camera is so light that it just makes sense to have it here. And it wouldn't be bad to have like a little grip I could put in and kind of hold it. I mean, you can rest your hand there and grip it like that when you're taking photos. I have tested it, of course. I opened all this earlier. I just thought I'd box it back up for when I was going to see you, so because I know you like unboxing videos and stuff like that, so I thought you might like seeing me unbox it. I haven't checked this. I think this is like a manual exposure thing. It did, can you see that? It's, the lettering is scuffed on it, which I thought was, well, I didn't actually care. I was just glad that it came, and it is a lifesaver because it saved me hundreds of pounds in lenses, because I'm sure Panasonic lenses are just the same as Canon, you know, just incredibly expensive. So this is a good money saver. Yeah. So the Samyang's like out here, and the Samyang lens weighs like a kilo or more. No, about a kilo. I don't want to over exaggerate, but it weighs about a kilo. And the camera with the Panasonic lens weighs less than half a kilo. So I really will be keeping this on. Yeah. So some stuff I thought you might be interested in seeing that I've got. I'll rest that there like that for now. Oops. I'll put it all back together once you're gone. But yeah, that's kind of what I've done. Oh yeah, I'll show you some of the footage that I filmed in the park, Golders Green Hill Park. I'll show you that as well. Yeah, sorry, I've been doing all the talking. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, like a little bit of a kid at Christmas with my new stuff, so I kind of want to show someone and tell someone about it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I thought you'd be interested. I mean, I wouldn't have gone on about it so much if I didn't think you were at least a little bit interested. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Yeah. Well, give me a message or something. Either message me on Facebook or give me a text, or you've got my number, haven't you? Yeah, just, get in touch with me and we'll meet up for a drink or something, or we'll go out. We could, the weather's really nice now, we could go out and take some photos. We can meet up and go somewhere pretty and take some photos, maybe shoot some video, just make a day of it. It'd be fun. Maybe go get some food after. Yeah, okay, cool, definitely. Not next weekend. I can't do next weekend. What day? What's the date? May, end of May. I'm taking, so not next weekend. Yeah, weekend after this one. Fingers crossed the weather's okay, but weekend after the one coming, I'm free. The one after that, my mum's coming up to see me. She's like going on a cruise at the moment, but she'll be back then, and we haven't seen each other for ages, so she's gonna just come up like on one of the days on the weekend. So if I find out which day she's coming up and you can't do 2 weeks, we can do 3 weeks if you want. Yeah, like one day, like the Saturday or the Sunday, depending on when my mum's coming. Absolutely, yeah, it'd be awesome. It's been so long. Cool, right? Yeah. Yeah, take care. Alright, I'll see you later.